Got up early to do a bit of pipe fishing, only to be met with this. It must be 4 foot over its normal level, not going anywhere, so it's plan B. Plan B, I've come to see Tom. He's going to show me the dark side and BFS finesse fishing, so let's see what he's got in store.
Hi mate, how you doing? Right, little present for you. After being out on the boat and I couldn't get my rods and reels back off you, I've decided that you're going to join the dark side, and we've got yourself Surinoya Dark Wolf and a rod to match it, so you'll be able to get onto the BFS journey from start to finish. What I have done, I have actually changed the bearings in this for you. I think I'll change the ones over in mine, because I've got one as well, because I can't give advice on BFS, which is what everyone asked me to do, on the budget side. I've never had the budget side, so first impression from what I've seen, they're actually really good. I won't open this bag up, I'll let you do that when you get home. So BFS, what does it stand for? Bait Finesse System. It's basically started off in Japan on the small streams for trout and for largemouth bass. With the population of Japan, their fishing is hammered, so they needed to fish the finesse stuff, but with the accuracy and everything else of a bait caster. So in the UK, bait finesse for me is anything from under 2 grams, but not so often, but anything within that 3 to 5 grams sort of range. That's what I use it. So you can almost call it ultralight bait casting.
Literally just got in from picking up the new gear, so let's see what we got. Just like Christmas. Oh, new colour of lure. These are called Get Bit, so I've got some, found those in there. That's very kind of Tom. So I've got some of those FFS baits to try. Got the reel, which we'll go through in a sec. Some other bits as well. Now, Tom has kindly replaced the bearings for me, so I've got some ceramic bearings in here. Apparently it makes all the difference in the world, and he would use this tool to replace the bearings, so thank you for doing that. Picked up some braid, which I'm going to talk about in a minute, but first of all, this reel. Just going to check the price. It was £70, so not cheap, but with this type of fishing you can't go ultra cheap. But that's pretty cool for this type of reel. So that's £70. Let's take it out of the box and see what we've got. It's called a Dark Wolf by a company who I will never be able to pronounce. So here we go. So that's pretty cool. So that's the reel. Let me just put that down there. And also, we have a new rod. Now the rod was £50. It's called a Dexterity Surinoya, and I think that's the same make from the reel. So let me just show you. Dexterity Surinoya, and that was £50. The reel was a bit more expensive, that was 70, and the bearings were, I think they were $14.99. Okay, so what we're looking at, 70, 85, 50 quid for the rod, 85, 95, 100. That's about 130 quid. To get sorted with all this gear. Not bad. So what have we got with this rod? Let's have a little look. This is going to be thin. Oh, it has a white tip. So first impressions are that it is mega light. So obviously the reel goes on there. This has got Andy breaking it all over it. So there we go. That is a really neat setup. There's the reel, there's the rod fittings. Obviously fits perfectly in your hand, like so. And the next thing we need to do is give this bad boy a go. And finally, the fishing line. I'm not going to use fluorocarbon, I'm going to go with this uni-filament line, which is very similar to braid. It's 3-pound breaking strain, and I'm going to have to make sure my knots are really good with using this. So I think the Paloma, you have to double it up, for example, and there's 1 or 2 other knots that they recommend using. So the reason I'm going for this is that if I'm going to do the finesse, I'm going to embrace it fully, and I'm going to go proper finesse. So everything's really thin. So that is what's going to go on the reel. It's always first cast.